The daily morning show where we talk about all the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Shannon Coffey.
I'm Allie Colbert.
And I'm Lucas Tim. Hi, everyone.
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Well, I am so excited to get into our first discussion because, as you all know, TV is my life and TV characters are my best friends. So, well, Emmy nominations were announced yesterday, and they were definitely some big surprises and snubs. Streaming services seem to be coming in strong with some leading contenders. So the 70th Primetime Emmy Awards will be something TV fans do not want to miss.
Let's get into it, guys.
Let's dive in.
Yeah.
Where should we start?
So excited. We have our little
We have a
little
cheat sheet here.
We
So good.
We're all such TV nerds. I realized this morning.
Like my
during rehearsal.
heart's pounding like crazy. I can't wait to talk
I think the first thing we have to do is talk about Netflix and
Yes.
how they are really proving that they are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. For the first time in 18 years, HBO is not the most nominated network. Netflix has 112.
crazy.
It's crazy. Netflix has 112 nominations versus HBO's 108. This is a big deal, a big sign that Netflix is here to stay and here to dominate.
Times are changing.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's so exciting. When Netflix came out, I remember people being like, is this really gonna be a thing? And I'm like, yes, it's our, I would not have a fucking life without Netflix. Like, I am such a loser. Like, Netflix is my lover. It's everything to me. I'm so happy this is happening. And it just means like a greater good for like artists in general. Like the internet, thank God for the internet. I mean, we wouldn't be here at this table right now if it wasn't for the internet.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of TV shows that are out right now that are so good on streaming platforms is insane. I mean, I'm looking at the drama series category right now. The Crown, Game of Thrones, HBO, The Handmaid's Tale, Hulu. Like, these are all such good shows. What are your
So who do we
favorites?
think in the drama series? Who do we think is going to take it? Because Game of Thrones, we know, dominates. Last year, they weren't in the category because they had taken so long to produce the show. So Handmaid's Tale took it last year, which was exciting, and the first time that a streaming service had won for best drama series.
But they haven't gone up against Game of Thrones. GOT.
So now they're going head to head.
No one can stand up against the Lannisters.
You don't think Handmaid's Tale can do it?
Well,
I'm thinking Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is their last season. They're going out with a bang. I feel it coming for them. The Emmys likes to sometimes give a nod to those shows that are heading out. So I feel like.
Well, Game of Thrones is the most nominated show with 22 nominations. It's the second to last. It's season 7 nominated. So
You're right. You're right.
But I actually think Game of Thrones, and I love Game of Thrones, as you established, won't win. I think it won't. I think Handmaid's Tale was spectacular, but my thing is, I really think this may be the Crown's year. Because The Crown season 2 was pretty epic, and it's the last
Where Meghan Markle ascends.
Meghan Markle, yeah, exactly. Her last season on Suits. That's what it's about. But it's the last season with those actors, because this next season they will age everyone up and change the actors. So last season with Claire Foy, and it was a pretty spectacular season. And I don't know. I think it's between Handmaid's Tale and The Crown. And I love Game of Thrones, but season 7 wasn't its strongest, story-wise.
And I'm doubling down on Handmaid's Tale because second season is the first season that they weren't going off the book. And they just went everywhere. They went so deep. The character development was on point. I've been scared. I've been excited. I've been sad. Like, I have not watched a show that made me feel this way in so long, since like season 1 or 2 of Game of Thrones. So I think they secured it this year, and then next year we'll see who takes it.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I know. And then Westworld and SNL are the second most nominated with 21. So congrats to Westworld. I mean, I still watch it. I don't know if you guys still watch Westworld, but
I still watch it. It's hard to keep up. I feel like the running joke with me and all my friends and everyone on Twitter and everyone I know on the street is like, what's happening on that show? It's like it's just a lucky show because they have some of the greatest actors of all time on it. Like Evan Rachel Wood is so talented. Like she could be on the worst show and still make it happen.
So real.
I know, right?
Amazing.
It's crazy.
It's really insane.
The robots even do red carpet interviews. It's wild.
Really incredible what you see technology doing nowadays. And I mean, we're looking at other, like, the lead actress. I'm like, this is the most newsy I've ever felt. I'm like, if we're looking at lead actress in a drama series.
Yeah.
I mean, Tatiana Maslany, Orphan Black. I know that, I mean, I think some of you have seen some of it.
Yeah.
But Tatiana plays like 6 or 7 of the characters in this show. She is a powerhouse. I know she's already won an Emmy for Orphan Black, but I really hope that I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I know that you love Killing Eve, and
No, I
Sandra
know,
Oh is the first Asian American
I
woman
know,
nominated for the show.
yeah.
But then we also have Kerry Russell in The Americans when the final season was fantastic, and then of course Elizabeth Moss. Like
Yeah.
I don't know who I want.
And then of course
Yeah.
Claire Foy. I mean,
Yes.
seriously, this is like I'm stressed out. Like last time I was reading this, like pulling out my hair, like I don't know who to root for.
Yeah.
Like this is how most people feel like when like sports teams get to
Yeah.
championships, like the girl cup. I don't know because like this is
Sports
like,
team plays sports.
what, like blue team versus the red team, because this is how I feel when I read over these nominations. I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know.
This is Sophie's choice.
This is
It
Sophie's
really
choice.
is.
Yeah,
It is.
I mean,
It's horrible.
and then best comedy series too. I mean, this is what's interesting. So, of course, I read this. So for the past 10 years, since 2007, only 3 comedies have won this award: 30 Rock, Modern Family, and Veep.
Great.
So 30 Rock is long done. Modern Family is the first time it's not nominated its entire run. And then Veep, of course, we established, Veep was not on last year because Julia Louis-Dreyfus was going through cancer treatments, and she's recovering great. So this is gonna be a new year with a whole new winner,
Yeah.
which I'm really
where do
excited
you
about.
buy your cocaine?
It's just TV.
It's just TV. This is what TV does to me, though.
Of all the things, though, I have to say I am just so focused and so excited, and I've been talking about this nonstop since the show came out. Darren Criss has to win. He has to win for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Series or Movie.
I didn't
if
see
he
that.
doesn't, I will go on a rampage. I will murder.
I'm gonna
Like him in the show.
Darren Criss, yeah, I will actually act out all the murders he committed on the show. Darren Criss, I cannot put into words what a talent he is. Like, I loved him on Glee, but I just don't think it did him
Yeah,
justice.
he's the Harry
Yeah.
Potter musical guy.
He did do, yeah, he's done like, he's so talented. He's done everything.
I know him
No, he
from.
really,
one of his lesser known. Yeah.
I feel like,
The
you know,
lesser known work of Don Chris, yes.
yeah, the little Harry Potter boy. No, but this role really gave him, brought him to a whole nother level. And I know a lot of people like missed this show. It went under the radar, but I would say it's like the greatest piece of TV I've ever watched.
Yeah, and it's Ryan Murphy who,
Yeah, Ryan Murphy, like, he's my personal god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
those are all really good reasons. However, I kind of want to see John Legend win just so he can get the EGOT and Chrissy Teigen will tweet like crazy.
Yeah, that would be insane.
I just want that so badly. She'd be like, the funny tweets that we would get from her
Yes.
of just like, look at this EGOT winner. Him, he's like in his undies. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to see that. So I just want to see John Legend's penis.
I mean, we can hack it. We could just steal those nudes. Please give it to Darren Criss. I will get you that dick pic either way. I promise.
Fine.
Either way, you're gonna get it.
I think moving on to the best actress in a comedy.
Lucas, the man at the corner of the table. Either way, you're
gotta
gonna
get
get it. That feels right for the climate.
I was gonna say the best actress in a comedy series is also gonna be really fun to watch this year. As we know, Julia Louis-Dreyfus has dominated this category. This year she's not nominated because of her last year health difficulties. So now we're seeing a whole new crop of women come up, and it's so stacked. I mean,
Yeah.
Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, Adie Bryant, all from SNL are nominated. And then Megan Mullally for Will and Grace.
That's for supporting. Yeah. and
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, my bad. Those are all.
Lucas is like, yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, I was totally wrong.
No. You're right. And for supporting too is really competitive because I don't know. I love Megan Mullally at Will and Grace, and actually Will and Grace didn't get a nomination for Best Comedy,
Yeah.
so I think she may win, and she's actually the only one of those main 4 who's gone 2
Yeah.
Emmys before, so the Emmy seems to like her.
Yeah.
But with lead,
lead.
it's Issa Rae, Tracee Ellis Ross, Allison Janney, and then Rachel. How do you say her last name from Marvelous Miss?
Brosnahan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
That's
think.
another good one.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love Issa to win. I
I'm
think.
all for Insecure.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
my show. That's my personal show. Darren Criss for you. I'm like, Issa Rae for me should win everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also like she was a YouTuber. Like,
I
this
know.
is such a huge moment. Like, she literally was just a girl making videos with like no budget.
Yeah.
This is the most exciting time to be alive, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like
No, I love
like,
it.
I'm not trying to be like hyperbolic, but literally like people are living their
shoot me
dreams
now.
left and right. Like, kill me after these Emmys. Kill me.
And the last time a black actress won this award was in 1981.
Right.
There's only one other person. It's
about time.
So it's about time. I really think it's Issa or Tracee Ellis Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, it won the Golden Globe. I don't know. It may win, but I'm going for Issa.
Yeah.
I love.
Shannon and I were talking about earlier, like how Marvelous Miss Maisel, like as comics, can be like a little frustrating to watch. That she's just like, life is so hard when I do jokes at these dinner parties. And Shannon and I are like out at night sweating, like talking in front of crowds.
Yeah, I'm like, can you work? Can you fucking work for it? She's like, it's so easy.
But it is pretty fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see the second season of that. Everything's just so good.
You know who I want? You know who I want to win? I know she's horrible on the show. Is the woman who plays the commander's wife in The Handmaid's Tale?
Ann
The best
Dowd?
support-
Is that her
no,
name?
Ann Dowd's
Yeah.
Aunt Lydia. Then there's I can't pronounce her name. She's
I don't know her
has
name.
but she plays Mrs. Waterford.
Yeah.
Ann Dowd is so good
Ann Dowd
too,
plays,
though.
but she won last year, and she remembers me that speech. She goes, "I want to thank Hulu." It was great. But
Every time I see Alexis Bledel in The Handmaid's Tale, I'm just like, what happened to Rory?
I know. Where the hell's Lorelai? Why is she taking care of her?
Jesus, you took some wrong turn out of Stars Hollow.
But Alexis Bledel in season 2 of The Handmaid's Tale is like a revelation. Like
Yeah.
they really developed that character in such a beautiful way, and you get to see her act like we maybe didn't get to see with Rory so much.
Excuse me.
He's like, in this one, we could see her act.
Yeah, when Rory didn't get in to wait, she got into Chilton. No, she got into
did, yeah.
she got
She
into
got
both
into
there.
everything.
Well, there was that stress when she didn't get into almost didn't get into Yale.
I just feel like Rory talks like this a lot. He's like, Mom, help me, help me.
It's definitely a stretch for sure.
Exactly.
Well, I do love her in that. You know who I think may win Guest Actress in Comedy is Tiffany Haddish. Because
Yeah.
remember Melissa McCarthy when she won her Emmy.
Like a yeah, no. You're
She,
like,
well,
yeah,
okay, this is
no.
why. This is why, maybe. When Melissa McCarthy won her Emmy, she really actually won it for Bridesmaids, but she won it for the show she was on CBS or whatever.
So what do you mean?
So I just think
Mike and
sometimes the Emmys, like they give really great comedic actresses who don't win the movie awards, because the movie awards are kind of more stuck up, and they sometimes give them these Emmy awards because these voters are in the industry too, and I don't know, I think she has a shot. Tiffany Haddish does deserve an award because she is so funny,
Yeah.
so, and she was so good on SNL that I think she could get it.
I think sometimes you have to look at the actor's momentum too, and Tiffany Haddish has just hit consistently. Like month after month, we see her doing like really noticeable, awesome things. But she is up against Tina Fey for her guest appearance
Yes.
on Saturday Night Live, Maya Rudolph on The Good Place.
So funny.
So like this
Yeah.
category is stacked with like comedy greats.
It's like literally every category is
I'm kind of
stacked.
surprised though that like Tina Fey, on SNL when she hosted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like problematic.
Tina Fey always gets nominated.
But sheet caking was problematic, but also it was like one of those things that people loved and then hated. You know, it was like
Right.
I remember a lot of like anger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
I feel like
sometimes
it's
that's-
weird to like, and then wait, who were you just saying other than?
Maya Rudolph, Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah.
We should just give her an award for wearing that dress every day.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like
know.
the Emmy
It's
Awards,
like,
you think,
good job, you're in the same outfit.
don't you want to see her in that dress accept that Emmy Award? I do.
yeah.
Which she wore it on
I do.
SNL too, so I think
Right.
she will bring it back. Why not?
Oh, and then you know what else is a really competitive one?
What?
Is the variety talk show.
Oh, wait,
Oh, what do we have for that?
Yeah,
That's
John
right.
Oliver
Which is-
and
so John-
Colbert.
So Daily Show got nominated again, the first time in a while, first time for Trevor Noah, which is a big deal for him. So congrats to Trevor Noah. But I love Samantha Bee and I love Colbert, but I think John Oliver, who I also love too, of course, is going to take it again.
Yeah, I think John Oliver's gonna take it. Yeah.
It's just like debating between like four voices that are kind of similar. Though.
Yeah.
It's like,
Very true.
Wait, which dad? Let's like,
Well, that's why I like Samantha Bee. Thank God Samantha Bee's in there because like, she's the only one who's like a woman and.
but it's all like
Which
it's the
dad?
same beat. So like distinguishing between them feels like, you know,
Yeah, they have some differences. They each specialize in like.
one has glasses, one has.
No, wait. John Oliver does long monologue stories. Colbert's a traditional lane. And Samantha Bee does like 3 segments, one story, one story. They shift it.
I will say Colbert has the momentum though. His
Yes.
ratings have continued to go up and they might recognize that.
Yeah.
Who wasn't nominated? Jimmy Fallon, unfortunately.
And Seth Meyers.
I'm
Seth
so
Meyers.
loyal to that show, and I'm so. I was an NBC page.
Well, it's going to be exciting. We'll be watching, and obviously TV is our lives. But TV was also a big part of a duchess's life. Looks like Meghan Markle misses her day job, guys. On her recent royal trip to Ireland with Prince Harry, the Duchess of Sussex, who formerly played Rachel Zane on USA Suits, admitted that she missed her role on the show. The truth was spilled when a fan expressed how much she missed the series, and Meghan's response was, "So do I."
I love the drama we're like attaching to this. Like someone was probably like, "Do you miss it?" And she was probably like, "I guess, yeah." And we're like, "She's really desperate to be back on TV."
Well, I do know that cast is really close though, so I'm sure she probably misses like, you know, we get to hang out like every single day, and if I just got plucked out and got married, even if he was like a prince, I'd probably be like, hey, what's the lunch order this week?
Meanwhile, you're in your palace and you can't just order servants, hey, let's put on a scene of suits. Like, can't you just figure this out?
Can I be your lady in waiting though?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
okay.
Yeah, just join me in the
What about
castle when it
me?
happens.
You could be her other lady in waiting.
Is that how it works?
I don't know. I have no idea.
There's a bunch.
We'll switch up the rules.
Yeah.
The way I see it, Meghan Markle is playing the role of her life right now. I mean, she is in front of the camera every single day. Like, she is shaking hands and kissing babies. Like, she is the best actress we
She
have.
is such a good actress.
Yeah.
I saw that video of her the other day where that baby was like kind of swatting at her head, and she was like, and she was like kind of pretending she didn't feel it, but in her head she was like, "Get your baby hands off my head."
Exactly.
It was so. I was like, I would have lashed out at that baby, but everyone's looking at. I wouldn't have lashed out at the baby.
You don't have to lie. Be
like,
yourself.
Bitch, baby. But you know what I mean? Like, that's annoying. Like, babies are annoying sometimes.
That's the
Wow.
takeaway from this segment.
Babies can be annoying.
They can be. Like, just because it's a baby doesn't mean it's an asshole. Doesn't mean it's not an asshole.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's not an asshole. I got it. Yeah, and I'm happy for Meghan, but
Yeah.
she's fine. She's gonna be good. She's good.
I kind of feel like maybe there's a possibility that they will let her go back into acting, just because I feel like they have been so lenient already.
Do you imagine?
I feel like things are changing.
What is the Queen gonna executive
No,
produce?
that
Yeah,
queen
she
is
could.
not.
She could. I mean, anything can happen.
The
You
Queen
know what?
comes, Meghan, I got a great project for you. This is
Yeah.
gonna be huge.
I'm ready to pitch it.
No, Queen Elizabeth does not play like that.
think?
When you join that family, you have to give up your life for that
Wow.
family.
I
That's
feel
just
like
the role.
you've been scarred, and I don't know what happened.
If you guys have not watched Diana, in her words, on
Yeah.
Netflix, it will change your life.
I just want to say, every time we bring up the royal family on this show, Brittany gets like scared.
Yes.
You
It changed my life.
And I
watching that.
don't know why you have PTSD from something.
It's from Diana.
Diana.
Man, she had a tough go at it. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
So-
And I want Meghan to do well. I do think for like as independent and feminist as Meghan is, it probably is hard to let go of your past life like
Yeah.
so fast, so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be hard.
Yeah. Well, okay, well, movie news. We got a big star coming in. LeBron James may be returning to the big screen. The NBA star is reportedly in talks to produce and potentially star in a comedy written by the screenwriter of The Boss. This comes as no surprise now that LeBron is headed to LA after his $154 million contract with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Woo!
Athlete, movie star, you can
That's
do
my
whatever.
contract.
Wait, that's how much you make in the show?
Oh my god.
Oh, no wonder you didn't
awkward.
want to share that info with us.
HR.
I get paid in hugs in TV episodes.
I get paid in free lunch every day. Yeah, that's it.
Anyway, yeah.
Look, he was really funny in Trainwreck. Did we see him in Trainwreck? He did like deliver. No, nobody clapped. Maybe they,
No, he was good.
No, I
he
thought
was
he was
good.
really great.
He was
maybe
good.
they didn't like him in Trainwreck.
No, he was hilarious in
I thought
Trainwreck.
he did a
He
really
was
good
very
job.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
I thought it was really funny. I think it's really exciting to see athletes come into the comedy world or ever be on screen and acting. And like, I think people get so excited for it, they don't even have to be good. And I actually did a project with a famous athlete, and I won't name him because everyone on set was so excited that they could not deliver lines. And then we were like, we just want to hang out. And we all ended up getting high, like every actor on set, every crew member. And then it was literally just a bunch of stone people with cameras being like, what's happening? So I think it sometimes can be too fun, but I want more of this because, you know, more crossover.
Totally. It's so amazing to see athletes speak.
You could be on a basketball team. Do you think it'd be cool if you were like, and Allie, comedian Allie goes and she
They're
plays
like,
for the
little
Lakers.
Allie, come on.
But I think it's annoying, like these super athletic, good-looking people are funny too. Like, can't weird people have one thing to themselves?
Yeah.
No.
Like, oh great, LeBron's be good at acting too.
No, have
Yeah.
you been
Like
to?
I can't play basketball for my life.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Like
I've
he's
tried.
6'8" and funny. That's not.
Yeah.
fair. Yeah,
like,
I
fuck
get
you.
it.
No, don't. I'm just kidding. I'm just
How
kidding.
dare you?
Just
No,
kidding.
get used to it though, because I'll go to acting, I'll go to auditions, and it'll be like, the role will be like, quirky, weird-looking woman, and I look up and it's like all supermodels, and I'm like, this is all I have! Leave! And they're just like, I booked it. Get used to it.
Exactly.
So
of course, we've seen a lot of athletes go into movies. I mean, who can forget Space Jam with Michael Jordan?
None
You
of
guys
us.
clap for that one, okay.
Yeah.
Shaq
Space
killed
Jam.
it in Kazam.
Oh my God, I love
A lot of
Kazam.
Kazam fans here.
Kazam.
My favorite basketball player that went into
yeah.
acting, and this might be a little obscure, but if you guys watched Parks and Rec,
Yes.
Detlef Shrimp,
Oh, he was so funny in that.
Tom Haverford brought him on at 720 Entertainment just to play basketball in the background. That was my favorite basketball player as an actor, like hands down.
Yeah.
Great reference. That's awesome. Yes.
I love that. Well, moving on to some music news. While on stage during his concert, Harry Styles spotted a fan's poster in the distance that said, "I'm gonna come out to my parents because of you." With the permission from the fan named Grace, Harry asked for her mother's name and quieted down the audience to make an announcement. Let's take a clip.
Tina! She's gay! Right?
Yeah.
She's gay!
It's kind of funny.
Tina!
That's when the new thing down the street. Tina! She's gay!
But we could just do Tina. Tina, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And just anything we wanted, just started with Tina.
Oh man, just what happened to concerts? You know? I just want to go hear some music.
Yeah. And I bet her mom was just like, sweetie, you could have told me at dinner. Like,
Yeah.
But, okay.
Very interesting, I guess.
I think it's fun to see how connect. I mean, obviously, One Direction fans are rabid, and I love to see him like connect.
They're foaming.
They are. I love to see him connecting with his fans in that way, because I'm sure a lot of people make signs and think that the artist never sees them. So I think that was fun for him to like call her out and like.
Yeah, and One Direction is known for always calling out the signs that are in the audience. Like they would constantly be like, oh, they would address rumors because they, One Direction, there were so many rumors about their love lives and who they were seeing and were they seeing each other. There's always like so many speculation. There's so much speculation there, and they are not scared to be like that sign. Let's talk about
They're
it.
not scared to out their fans.
At all. I do think coming out can be so scary, and I even have friends who waited until like their 30s to come out. It's so nice to see young people get to come out
Absolutely.
in fun ways. I hope this inspires so many people. And you know what? One day we won't even have to come out.
Right.
Unless
Yeah.
straight people start being like, I'm straight. Until that happens, I'm like, let's make it way chiller.
On the cover of People magazine, Jennifer Aniston's "I'm straight." Yeah, that would be
I want to
hilarious.
see that.
People is like known for that.
Right.
Like everyone was just like, I'm gay.
I think them always like looking off the sun, like, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gay.
Oh, that's fantastic. I do love a little hair. Look at that suit he's wearing too. We had that whole debate about like who was more stylish, him or Blake Lively. I'm starting to come around to see his these suits are fierce.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you're starting to come around to that is just
It's been a process.
hilarious.
Tina, I like his outfit.
Oh my gosh. Well, Neil Patrick Harris and Elton John are soaking up the sun with their families in the south of France. The celebrity dads recently shared pics of their annual vacation in Saint-Tropez. NPH and Elton John are no strangers to the area as they've been vacationing there with their families since 2011. That's an unexpected friendship.
Yeah.
I love those unexpected celebrity friendships.
I do too. I like this one though. A lot. Because your kids are all the same age. So I think a lot of people are friends with people whose kids are the same age too. Like it's just easier.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would like to go on vacation with celebrities that don't have kids though.
Fair.
That makes sense. I
Yeah.
get that. You hate babies.
Oh my god, it's
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my dream vacation's like with the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Is
Like,
that
I
your
want-
real life?
I want to go on a Real Housewives vacation so badly, and it will be stressful, but it will be very entertaining. I'll go anywhere with them. That's my dream celebrity vacation. Let's make it happen.
Is that really?
100%.
They're not even like celebrities in my mind though.
Okay, well,
Wait, you know
Wow.
who
that's
This
a
is
little
his
bit of.
dream.
Those are
Wait, you
his
just
favorite
crushed
people.
my dream.
They're like definitely like I love the
They're not-
I
yeah.
love the Housewives.
Yeah.
But that I don't like get like, oh my god, I'm like
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm not the same thing. This feeling I would have if I met Beyonce, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They are on TV. They are celebrity-like.
No,
They're on the
you're right.
list, A to D, whatever. I don't know, and it'll be really fun. and crazy.
I think my dream is Jimmy Kimmel and Molly McKierney, his wife, because they are friends with all the coolest celebrities.
Yeah, Jen
They're
Aniston.
friends with Emily Blunt, Kristen Bell, John Krasinski, like all these people, Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux. Like every time I see them on vacation, they're
R.I.P.
with a moment of silence
They're
for Justin and
divorced, so.
Jennifer.
Yeah. That was
Or
great.
getting
Yeah,
divorced.
but yeah, they would be really fun.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, my dream vacation would probably be sitting on a bench eating baked goods with Keanu Reeves, just being sad. Like,
You love him so much.
I love him so much, and we don't need to go to a beach, just on a bench eating baked goods. That's all I want.
Any baked goods?
Yeah, cupcakes.
Infused baked goods?
Oh, hell yeah. If they can be infused, even better.
Confused with what, Brittany?
Oh, then, you know what's a weird pairing too? Well, not weird, interesting is Amy Schumer and Jerry Seinfeld. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
They go on, they just went on vacation, right?
Yeah.
I know, I was always surprised by
That
that.
one really like upsets me.
You just don't believe it?
I just don't get that. What's going on there?
I think maybe Jessica Seinfeld maybe really loves Amy Schumer. They're like the same age, and maybe she was like, let's bring Amy on, and Jerry was like, cool.
I
whatever.
guess. I just,
Yeah, there they are.
and that's yeah.
Oh yeah, cute.
And I mean,
Bridget.
and then hello, Martha and Snoop are like the best duo
Love
ever.
yeah.
them together.
That's
want
a
them-
great
They're not
show.
To date.
vacationing.
No, maybe they should.
They really should.
Yeah.
You know, a friendship that caught me off guard was Lena Dunham and Emmy Rossum.
Oh,
They were like, Emmy Rossum was talking about the meme "It Me," and she was like, "I don't know what this is," and I was like, "Emmy, how are you so cool and so talented? You don't know what "It Me" is?" But then I guess like she revealed that Lena Dunham was like catching her up, and then Lena Dunham was like, "Oh, I taught her about she taught me about a lip color," and I was like, "How did they meet?" And like sometimes celebrities, I'm like, "Do you guys really like each other?" That's bizarre to
Andy
me.
Cohen, John Mayer, that's another duo.
Oh, yeah,
I
I just
see
saw
them
that.
out, and I'm always like, what is it?
but John Mayer serenaded Andy on his 50th birthday episode. Where like they're like really good friends.
John Mayer is wildly popular with like everyone. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's shocking like how popular. I don't feel like anyone dislikes him.
Well, you know what? He's brought Lena Dunham, Taylor Swift.
Wait, a lot of people hate
Yeah.
him
Wait,
Yeah,
Really?
a lot of people like
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
Mayer.
I don't know because I'll go
though. A
into.
huge portion of people are like, we hate him.
Oh, really? Every time I see it, there's like people that I wouldn't think support him are like, John Mayer, the funniest, coolest dude.
He's
and I'm like,
so
that's wild.
polarizing.
He's
Well, I think
polarizing.
the Jen Aniston days people didn't like him, right?
Yeah.
They didn't
Well,
like
then he
when
did
was-
that Playboy article where he
Playboy
was just
article.
kind of
Weird.
disgusting. But
I
then
didn't-
he recently did the New York Times article that made him. He was like, "Yeah, I was kind of being a dick back then." Like he
Right.
sort of was like
Oh.
saying, "I'm sorry." For
I think
being
Andy
like
Cohen-
that."
Cohen's
grew up.
changed him.
Yeah.
I think Andy
Yeah,
Cohen's made him a better man.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Andy Cohen makes all of us better.
Yeah, he really
does.
does.
But Lena and Taylor was my thing. I think that's Lena Dunham, Taylor Swift.
They're friends?
They were friends. Remember
Oh my
Taylor
God,
brought her on
Swift is
stage.
talking shit behind her back.
Oh yeah, brought her like this. This is I'm like when she's with her supermodel squad. Like, oh, this is Lena. She's my friend. Like one, like literally to bring the girl to laugh at. Like, I never bought that. I never bought it. I love Lena Dunham. I never bought that
Just dig
friendship.
yourself out of this hole.
You know which one I really love too? Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence are like really good friends.
Oh, yeah.
And that one I kind of like.
And they've been hanging out with Justin Theroux.
Yes.
Who has?
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. And
And
people
Jennifer
thought they
Lawrence.
were together.
Yeah, and she's like with his buddies.
They're not, okay? He's dating that pit bull that he just adopted.
Justin Theroux's cool with his leg tattoos.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
cool.
so
He was
hot.
talking about his tattoos and he was like, anytime I want to get a tattoo that I'm not sure if I want to keep, which what the fuck? He was like, I just get them on my legs. I was like, okay. Because he doesn't believe men should wear shorts except when they're on the beach.
Oh, which
Okay.
is such a shame because he has such a great body. Have you seen him in gray sweatpants? Right? Oh my
I'm
god.
not bad for that.
Oh,
I'm
did
not
you
bad
you
for
seen
that.
him
In the
jog?
leftovers.
I've watched that
it's just
gif
lit up.
all day. It's just like, what's
I know what she's talking
happening?
about.
Yeah.
It's
Because it's really funny. Because it's like unexpected. He's jogging. You're like, whoa,
Yeah.
someone didn't put on underwear. Like no compression
You're
shorts
like,
there.
is that a new character?
Oh man.
so much fun. Now it is time for our special guest. Kat Graham is a multi-talented pop singer and actress. She starred in the hit CW series Vampire Diaries and will soon be the voice of April O'Neil in Nickelodeon's Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And if that weren't enough, Kat Graham also stars in the Netflix film How It Ends, debuting today. Plus, she's a big favorite here at Build. In fact, she performed at the opening day of our studio. Take a look. Everyone, please give a warm Build Brunch welcome to Kat Graham.
So nice to meet you.
Please around here. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
meet
Brittany.
you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm so glad you got the memo. Like, what does she need? She's just requested a Cat in the Hat. That's it.
The only thing on your rider was that.
That's
Yes.
it. Ever. Ever.
Welcome to Build Brunch. So happy to have
This
you.
is so cool. So the last time I did it, it was just the launch of the Build series. So this is so different because I'm actually like,
Yeah.
it's a crew. You guys
Yes.
got a crew.
We've grown.
and female comedians, which is super awesome.
We're so happy to have you back. I know you performed a song at the opening of Build.
It was
so
lit.
It
Yes.
was lit.
It was lit. We had the whole band here. It was awesome.
So tell us about, like coming up as a musical artist, and is there new music we can expect from you?
I'm dropping something later this year, but I've been just really focused on a lot of, the films and Ninja Turtles and, things like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, you're so busy with all of that stuff.
Yeah,
Also,
I wanted to drop a funk album, which was what I came here and promoted, and that was super cool, just to get it out of my system, because who doesn't want to do a disco album?
Right.
Yes, we all have a funk album we need
Yes.
to get out.
Yeah.
of.
Just get out of your
I was listening to
system.
some of that funk album this morning. It was getting me going.
Like, you know.
And your song I love sometimes, and that
thank
video
you.
is such an incredible video because like rarely you have videos with just dancing nonstop.
Yes.
So are you gonna keep dancing?
I am forever a backup dancer.
Yes.
Like I don't like this. All this stuff is pretty new to me, but I'm forever gonna be a dancer, and I'm gonna be dropping a lot more dance videos and stuff. And that was a song I actually wrote with Babyface, which was super cool. And it was the day I was actually going through a breakup.
Oh, man.
And I showed up at the studio and I was like, I'm really sad. He's like, well, we're just gonna write some stuff. Poor Kenny, but yeah, we had a good time writing that song. It was good.
That's
It was
amazing.
That's
really
awesome. Well, in your new movie, How It Ends, you worked with Forrest Whitaker and Theo James, who just stopped by our studio, and I think we have a clip from that, so let's take a look.
You all right?
Yeah,
We've got months to get ready.
yeah. I'm not worried about that.
Good. Then you shouldn't worry about tonight either.
Right. He's asking Tom Sutherland for his daughter's hand's gonna be a walk in the park.
Would you rather tell him I'm pregnant?
Funny.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah. We still have something to talk about this time.
Just go easy on Dad. Nothing to be afraid of. Just don't bring up the boat.
I try not to bring up the boat, but then I get nervous and I end up bringing up the boat.
He restored it himself. Well,
Yeah, I am aware of that little detail.
I love you.
I love you too.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
You're gonna need it.
I know. Okay, I'll call you from the airport.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, so Kat, yeah.
Steamy.
You were just joking that was like the chillest part of the movie because
is
the
the
movie
chillest-
is literally about
It's the end of the world!
apocalypse.
Right, and I love that was the one that they showed, because it gets a little crazy after that.
Yes.
So it's a wild ride. I'm excited for everyone to see it. It comes out today, so we've been waiting for this. And when you're filming, sometimes there's like green screen that the effects haven't been put in and all that. So I've seen it now twice, and it's just like, it's a wild ride.
The whole thing is literally a wild ride. It's mainly a road trip with Theo and Forrest Whitaker, who play your husband and your father, coming to kind of save you during this apocalypse. It's
I guess
stressful.
I wrote the script myself. I'm
Did-
like, what's the perfect
perfect scenario.
I with Theo James. I want Forrest Whitaker to play my dad, and they're racing to save my life. So there's,
Oh, that's amazing.
yeah.
But like it stressed me out so bad,
Stressed
and we
me
started
out,
talking
too.
about like what we would do in an apocalypse. Have you thought about that scenario?
It's I like everything. I think me as a woman, I like to think that I'm like this like ferocious beast, and I would save everyone. I have this visual, and I've said this in another interview, that I just see me running through the streets with my weave all crazy, with like my 2 dogs, just like help us! I'm not good. Like my cell phone reception goes out. I don't know where I am. I get lost around just walking my dogs. I'm like, which way did I go? Like I'd be the first one dead.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest. But
Same.
yeah,
That's whenever we talk about it, I'm like, I'm just gonna die right away. I'm not gonna make a
Yeah.
plan for it. I'm just gonna be like, who's the closest person to make out with? Hopefully it's Theo James. If not, I don't know, anyone.
I'd be at the donut shop. Everyone's just like left town, and I would just be like having my way with the donuts.
That's the store you raid. It's like everyone's doing like electronics or banks, whatever you like.
No, I'm
do it.
food.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
Food.
Those
Yeah.
are good.
The whole concept, we were just talking, even like the cash part came up in the movie, and it's like, oh my God, I don't even keep cash on my, like, I couldn't even barter.
No, I mean, there's things where, there's so many scenarios in this movie that, you know, I hadn't even thought about that people are actually ready for. And yeah, I don't have cash or like I'd be the first one dead.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't even check on me.
We won't go to
Don't
you for
worry
a while.
about me. Don't take the road trip. Cat Graham is dead.
I'll try to find you. I'll make it.
I appreciate
promise.
it. I
will.
appreciate
You'll
it.
be the one person I'll be looking for. But
And I'm vegan, so it's like
oh.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I am
that's
not.
Yeah, you're gonna be dead.
I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways.
I'm a huge Vampire Diaries
Oh,
fan.
awesome.
I
8 years,
I
man.
love that
Yeah.
show so much.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's how I learned about you. That's when I first noticed you, and I was like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with her. How was it working on that show? You must miss it, right?
I miss so many parts of it. There's also like this amazing feeling of completion when because it's the longest relationship I'd ever had. You know, and yeah, it's a TV show, but still, it counts.
Yeah.
And
She was married to her Netflix. She was talking about
I still am. Yeah,
I'm
I
married-
think
I'm
Netflix
married
was
to my
cheating on me,
Netflix.
but
But I will say that like I know that I gave that show and that character every single day and hours of my life, that I feel so good that I didn't like leave early. I've been there from the beginning to the end, so I feel like I've had that full character feeling. I feel like I did everything I could possibly do or that I was allowed to do. So I feel like complete with it. I don't feel like I'm missing anything enough to like, oh, I would go back to it. I feel like I'm really in a good space with it. But it was a fierce character, and like all the supernatural stuff, like it's weird to like not have weird things, powers. I'm just like, okay, wrong movie, wrong show. I'm just like, okay, I don't have powers in this. So I haven't had powers since then, but the April O'Neil character I think is pretty close. So she's, I mean, I know she's a cartoon, but it's like, you know, powerful, fun black girl. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I wanted to ask about, because like you made history in you're the first African American woman to play this character, which I think is absolutely incredible.
It's amazing that it's taken this long for them to do that, and I'm excited. The whole cast is really cool and really funny. So.
This is an animated series.
It's
and
animated.
so how different is it doing the voice work versus acting? Do you get to do your voice work with someone, or how does that work?
Well, I changed my voice a bit for the character because I know what I sound like.
I know what you
And I
mean.
wanted to sound like her. But sometimes I've done it with some of the cast, but usually because I live in Atlanta and I like living in Atlanta. I'm a Georgia girl now, so I just I kind of do it by myself, sadly. But I have a good old time. Like I'm just like in there living my life. So I think I would scare my cast members if they had to do too much voiceover work with me, because I get really into it.
Sort of like a dream job. Can you do it in your pajamas?
I try not to.
but it comes
Because
out.
it's only when I'm like no eyebrows, no wig, no nothing, and pajamas that like I'll get pulled over or something, you know what I mean? Or somebody's like, can I get a photo? It's only when I look really, really a hot mess. So I try and pull it together.
Well, speaking of pulling it together, in Elle magazine, you gave some really good tips. You're a style icon. You look so amazing right now. Like this outfit.
Well, they come for me, so I think that's worth something.
And when you walked out, I was like, whoa, what? You know?
I stay in my decade.
It's really good. But in Elle magazine, you gave a shout out about like being comfortable with dirty hair, and I only wash my hair once a week, and sometimes people are like, But I love that. Do you have any other like cool tips?
With hair?
Anything style like?
Hair is so tricky because I'm a black girl and I'm Liberian, so my natural hair is like a full afro, and I'm learning about texture and learning about how that works with fashion, and I'm still figuring myself out with my hair. I just had dreadlocks before this and I had to take them out because I'm playing a slave in this other movie, and I wore my real hair with like my real texture. So I don't know. I would say figure out what your hair does naturally. You have flawless hair. Why am I talking to you?
Come back to me. I'm the one in the makeup room where they're like, what are we gonna do? So that's why I was like, can you help me?
It's a great color. I mean, you know, you just gotta figure out what works for you and like your texture, and I'm still figuring it out. Like I'm learning about myself through my hair, and I'm learning about being natural and what that feels like and how empowering it is, and all the different elements of how that intertwines with what you wear and what you're trying to say and the energy you're trying to make. So I'm still figuring it out, you know, and I'm enjoying kind of doing that with people that are noticing, like, okay.
That was
I see
beautiful.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hair is such a
Seriously.
big thing.
It really is.
It really is.
Absolutely.
It
But
really
Shannon, we love your hair. We love this braid.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
She's cute.
I
We're
compliment you
always
every
taking
day.
risks. I know, we're always taking risks, but it's like scary, you know? Like I feel like other people haven't really figured out, and I'm always like, who am I?
If I don't take risks, then I feel incredibly uncomfortable in my own skin. Like if I'm wearing something that I feel like I would never really wear, then I just feel like really like, okay. Like I don't mind doing it for a character. Like, you know, you want to lose your ego and stuff when you're playing characters, but like for my own self, like if I'm not wearing something or
Yeah.
looking how I know that I want to look, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Where do you like to shop for clothing? Like, I'm very interested.
I do a lot of online stuff. I'm a bit of an Amazon nut, but I do do a lot of like online stuff, and I'm a big vintage girl. So like I just stay in vintage stuff and like go through bins and like I'm.
Yeah, that's a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, in LA, and I still kind of move like I'm broke.
Never lose that.
Yeah. That's
I eat like I'm broke. I move like I'm broke. But like, you know, in LA, there's this place called Jet Rag, $1 Sundays, and you can like go through the bins and everything's $1. So I've done some damage there, like at least like $5 worth. So, like, I still kind of shop that way. I mean, I have an appreciation for like really good fashion, but I also like, I love a good find.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
great.
Absolutely.
Well, Kat, thank you so much for joining us.
This was cool.
This was awesome. We love
You guys were
having
so
you.
sassy. I was a little nervous. I was like, oh my God, what are they gonna say?
Or Emmy combo.
I love the Emmys come. By the way, I'm like, obsessed with Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
Like
I
I'm going
cannot get
down
enough.
a rabbit hole. I'm not getting anything done.
The TV's too good.
It's
Yeah,
too
it
good
really
right
is.
now.
It's so good.
Too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Netflix.
Yeah.
Yes, well, make sure to head over to Netflix and watch Kat's new movie, How It Ends. Also, be sure to look out for Kat's other project, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Nickelodeon. Plus, don't forget to listen to Build Brunch, the podcast on iTunes. We'll see you Monday, same time, same table. Kat Graham.
Thank you, Kat.